Are these the same as those other ones, Dave? They're different.
The material, it's a different material.
Desire?
I think so. We had some that were on that tile material before and they seem to hold up better, so.
Yeah.
Good. The cloth ones just, they faded really fast.
Yeah. We have to up there. Sure, whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We never heard from Amanda and Budget won't be here.
Pardon?
So we never heard from Amanda and Budget won't be here. So.
We got 4, right?
You know what? Somebody else did that recently. I thought we were both falling and it just happened again. I've been holding up for.
I don't know if I count. I only count there. Lots of votes, not make a vote. Yeah, but
Where's the
still part of the. Still part of the. So I can just count to the forum.
Yeah, without you, not fun. Or you got more than 7.
So I'm trying to figure out. Not Nick, Conklin. Your husband. And. He's not coming though. Sure.
She said no on the.
Yeah.
I think you only have 4 voters
be-
here.
That'd be 4, that'd be
That's-
half,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
enough.
one more.
One more.
You get a tiebreaker. Yes, really, true, that's, I think to be a quorum, you have to have more than 50%, don't you?
That's fine.
All right, he's right there. Yeah, you have to have more than 50%. We have, not 8.
Yeah.
Plus me, so it's 9, you
5.
gotta have 5.
He doesn't count, right? Do you count as a?
That's what I
Oh.
said, I don't know if I,
Oh, you, I thought you did count.
You
You're
do
just a
count.
tiebreaker.
as a tiebreaker, yeah. Which I would be if there four of you.
That's my understanding. I'm counting to adjustment.
He's coming in. Fine. Yeah, Sharon's not gonna be with us. Yeah. That,
Sorry about that.
you're all right. Exactly. It said, I just was reading you 6:08, so. He's right on time. When you come in last month.
Pretty much,
6:08.
yeah.
According to the minutes. We'll get started. Check out your minutes and see if there's anything in there that's misspelled. Or that you don't like. Or that you do like, that you want to change.
Oh, I just saw one thing on there, but. Said that base forward application due by March 17th. On Friday. I think our application is like the 3rd Monday, which is the 20th. I have an extra K in my last name under treasury point 1 and 2. Shinsky. Doesn't matter to me.
We're gonna. Him is taking. The treasurer or the
Okay.
minutes tonight. For Paul, because Paul's not here, so she chose to stay in there because she didn't want to be out here.
Gotta yell.
So if we're gonna speak,
Okay.
we'll have to speak loud enough to make sure that she can hear us, right, Kim?
Yeah, we're good.
So if there's something we need to change, it's fine, we can do it. Shinsky was misspelled, I believe.
Yeah, on the treasurer's report number 2 minutes. Yeah,
In the minutes of the,
seconded by Shinsky. There's 1 extra K in there.
All right, we'll fix it.
okay,
Shinsky. Yeah. And I think the application was due on the 20th, not 17th. But I don't know if that matters now.
I don't, did that matter with any of the ones that were turned in? As far as the date?
Oh, everybody got them in on time.
Okay,
I think they're all stamped, aren't they?
uh, probably. As long as they're stamped before that, that's fine. We don't need to change it then, right? Because next, it'll be different. So, give me a,
Motion to accept the minutes from February 27th, 2023. With changes. With changes.
I'll second.
we have a motion and a second. Chinsky and Ridsdale, all in favor? Anyone opposed? Treasures?
Okay, so, in February, we had the TIFA winter deposit of $10,927.57. And then also interest of, $31.53. And that's the only new, since our last meeting. And our, current running total is $137,524.37. And then on the budget versus spend. After our discussion last week and talked about adding another column. When I went back to look at what we actually carried over, it was only face forward dollars that we had decided to carry forward. So I just made that a category under budget and spend and identified it as fiscal year 21-22 carryover, which we intended to spend. So that's about halfway down the page there. So there was 13,000 there. We approved and spent 13,640. So a little over. And then our face forward, our current face forward for this fiscal year, which we decided on and budgeted for, was 15,000. And we did submit, or that we did have an early submission and we approved 2,600, which we've already paid out.
Okay, so there's no balance on that side. So this will have- Do you get what she did then, guys? Gals, guys? Wow, she was. It's probably better that way than that way, it just gives us a. It's a running balance or whatever.
Yeah.
So now we already know that 2,600 of that.
This year's budget
already
for it is already spent.
been
Yep,
spent.
yep,
We spent 640 more than last year. I was supposed to.
right.
We
Correct.
still
Yep.
approved it.
We approved it. Yep, we voted to approve it.
So any questions on the budget or on the treasurer's report?
Summerfest. You have on here 1,500, wouldn't we increase that to 25?
So Summerfest.
Top
I'm
of, top of
looking.
this,
I'm
top of
looking.
page 7.
That was
That
last.
page, that page.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if
Oh,
there was
okay.
one in the main area here first.
See that?
Okay,
There wasn't one, you just came to
Yeah.
us with that, right?
yeah,
I came one
we
time
came-
and you guys talked about it and up to 2,500 the last time.
okay,
Two-
I-
It would have been 2 meetings ago.
okay,
So
I
it
will,
went from 1,500 to another, we had another 1,000.
okay. So that would have been January then?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, I'll review January minutes and then I will add it in. And I'll
I'm
correct.
looking at them, it's 25.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. Thank you.
any other questions? So motion
Motion to approve
I'll
with
second.
changes.
in a second. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Done deal. Go ahead, Jill.
Just a quick update on some of that. So I've got the basic stuff put in place. So Thursday, we're gonna have a band, the Deerfield Running Band that came out last year. It was really popular. That was Gene Austin's great nephew that's coming from Grand Rapids. Friday night, we have the Sudden Impact Band, followed by the LBCA's Silent Disco Glow Party at the amphitheater. Saturday, we have an entertainment for families, the Nick Thomas. He is a juggler comedian act, followed by Spirit Expression is going to host a dance. I don't know what you call it. Not a competition, but like a production. Yeah, like they're gonna showcase their dance team. Yeah, at the amphitheater. Sunday, we have the Reform Wellness Pilates Studio is going to have a fitness in the park on Sunday. It sounds like maybe yoga, Pilates on mats. And then the one that I'm very excited about is Sunday, where we are gonna have the Langsford Community Singers in the afternoon. And we're gonna have a kickoff person singing before them because they can only sing for an hour. So we got a little bit of a band before them, so it'll be a two-part. The band before them is Scott Bilford and Friends, who is gonna put together a little concert before that. So I'm really excited about the basic formation, and I do plan on getting Rosemary, all the who we're writing the checks to. I'll come to the June 26th meeting, and I'll give you a month before the event. Does that sound reasonable? Okay. And then in the meantime, I have reached out, put Facebook page and kind of talk to different people about stuff that we can add that really won't cost, or maybe, businesses will do. And so some of the possible additional events are geocaching. Gary Dunn is looking into getting her banana boat out there for car rides, a business foodie walk, a community walk in the park night, a painted rock event, food trucks, painting in the park, face painting, story time, and the library has said that they will do book sale on Thursday and Friday during those 4 days that we're having. That's so there's a few. I've gotten some more since I put the post. It seemed very positive. I've got a lot of interaction over it, so I think it's going to be very, very good for our community. I do appreciate you guys being supportive of the idea. So because it's been in my head for many, many years. So
Does that coincide with like? the
yeah, so we have the
Breakfast and
yeah.
the car show thing.
So I have actually interacted with them. So we do have a basis of the pancake breakfast, the Looking Glass Outreach Car Show, and the Mike Maury one at the Legion. I have set down all three of them, so they know what's,
It's the
yeah.
same. kind of
Mhm.
breakfast.
So they know what, so it sounds like they're gonna have music out there after their car show, so I'm not playing any music here at the park. So I'm trying my best. At some point, though, I'll be very honest. We are gonna get to the point where things are gonna overlap and we're gonna have more things going on. And we gotta get to that point. We aren't there yet. So I'm trying to, do it so I'm not taking away from anybody. And I have interacted with them about possibly doing some marketing together as a group. So far, it's not as easy as I thought it might be. Everybody, wants to run their own ship, and that's fine. So if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, there'll be a Summerfest, type activities. And everybody that wants to do their, own advertising, they can do their own advertising. But I have thrown out the idea of doing it, like put it in a pot and do some stuff together, but I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. And maybe it won't happen this year, but I do think it'll happen when people see what can happen when everybody kind of works together.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thank you. Sounds great.
thanks. Keep working.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I think that. Yeah.
Didn't think you're gonna ready.
Dave? It looks like he's got our banners. I
Are
don't know.
these samples or they're all done?
They're, that's.
They're done. Okay,
We have our wax.
that's beautiful. Are you gonna be banning this? I like it. That's nice. I like that background. out
Back
there.
one is straightforward,
Yeah,
the same as that one then.
Yeah.
And here's another one.
One of
Oh,
those, one of
much
those
better.
movies, one of. Music.
Oh, okay.
movie and music.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
They did.
I like this there.
I do too. And I like the different background and stuff.
all
Just-
keeps it-
Yeah.
This kind of the theme.
Mhm. And this farmer's market does not look so old fashioned with. Okay,
I hope, yeah.
right.
That's great.
Yeah, these are great.
So
Nice,
you,
very
how many
nice.
did you end up buying then? Yeah,
You
don't know?
I don't.
whatever they are.
Whatever we said at the last meeting.
So you'll be putting them up
74, like,
whenever,
there's
Yeah,
74.
as they come along.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a discussion about whether to put the old ones up or not. We said we didn't have a time frame on when to put when these were coming. So we said, okay, let's put the old ones up, and then we got done like Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, they were ready.
Why would they be? Of course.
So when's the first that they will go up?
If the guys get to them in the next 2 weeks, they'll start them. If not, it'll be when I'm back from vacation.
Okay, okay. So within.
Uh-huh.
Did
I'll be the ladies first.
you approve that?
Yeah, did they get voted on or anything?
So within the month, probably anyways, then we'll see them. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll write the check with your bill.
yeah, I was gonna say,
And it's within the budget.
we'll pay the bill. And it was not over.
It's in the additional that we approved in the last meeting. Yep, yep.
Okay, cool.
And there was 74 of them total, plus some other miscellaneous things.
Good. Yeah, get them up. What the heck? Looks good. What face forward applications. Does anybody know exactly how many we had turned in
No.
the office? Does anybody know how many we had turned in? 3
Facade grant? Yeah, they're all there.
or 4?
I think it's 4.
Or John. Schaefer was 2.
Starlight or hot shape.
Dar was 1 and.
Yep.
Oh, they did some more backgrounding. I just wanted to give you guys, the total amount that we have spent on face forwards. Is $207,875.44.
Hard to believe, isn't it? When we started it.
A little over 200 grand. Almost 21. Yeah.
And 14.
08 till date.
15 years.
Well, would be, 14 years. Going on 15. So a total of 207,875. 44 cents. Has been given back. In the side grants. Just to give you an idea. Of how much has gone out there. And then,
Just for the note, and then under budget. We have $14,148.
just, huh? Do you guys wanna take, I will assume, each one of these and go through each one? Um, John's, if I remember right, he didn't have enough bids,
You only had one.
he only had one.
He said it was a lot.
And he said it was a lot. Well, that's a pretty big number. But everything's a big number nowadays, so it's not a shock anymore.
The glass in front of there.
Yep. So I don't know if he will, he's saying total project 15,000. We're trying to get 5. And the only bid he's got is 37, almost 30, pushing 38. I don't know if you have any ideas of spending any money in any certain locations.
Well,
I
that's-
know I had went and got a price. I didn't go back this year, but I went last year to get a price from the guy who paved our parking lots for us before. And last year that bar parking lot down below was like 70 grand or something. But this parking lot up here, I don't remember if he gave us a 30 something, whatever it was. This parking lot up here is in need of repair, whether it be tore out, put back down, or whatever happens.
Talking about the one by the post office.
Yeah. The post office, we put a little patch job on that a few years back and spent 3,000 or whatever it was, and it's kind of a wash deal. So I don't know if you have any ideas of doing any other large projects that you would want to not support any phase fours, support just the ones that come in. I mean, that's all that we would do anyway, or try to put money together to do either maybe that parking lot, even to get a price on it and see what it would cost to do this parking lot up above. I think the railroad parking lot down there seems to be pretty good still. The curb is beat up a little bit here and there, but overall, so
Which one?
right down below the hill.
Kind of ours.
No.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt Road.
Okay.
When you drive in, well, you kind of.
There's, yeah, but I mean, overall,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Even, I noticed that even my street by the car wash, the Lang Street has started to deteriorate pretty fast, but it's over 30 years old that was put in.
The Main Street in the first half of this parking lot you're talking about down here is in our CIP plan, and we've got bids out and stuff done with this year.
Oh, okay. So you said Lang Street and,
Yeah, we got a huge big package. Lang Street in the first half of this Roosevelt Road.
oh, okay. But nothing on that parking lot.
No, the parking lots weren't part of the,
Okay,
when they did that plan, we had the streets, parking lots, everything was separated and
Okay,
I think we've got plans for doing this parking lot and something with the DDA lot. And top of that and crack, I don't have my stuff in front of me, crack ceiling it or chip it or something.
okay.
There's something on the sidewalks, a handicap ramp. Going on the Woodhall, the Grand River. It's not handicap,
Going on to,
like Grand River to Woodhall. Going toward the hardware,
oh,
I brought that up several times when Mike Culpepper was the mayor and nothing was ever done about it.
they're saying it's not handicapped,
Well, not the way, what shape it's in,
so it's a piece that needs to be fixed, maybe.
yes.
Then the other piece was down in front of you, right, Rosemary, that it's not been
Yeah,
done.
Yep, yep.
But we're discussing on whether or not to do this brick
I
pattern
don't
down
think we
there.
should do it right
And
now.
then
you should either by the looks of
the guy
it.
is leaning towards not doing that. Which would be considerably cheaper. Square footage wise.
So if we're talking about doing sidewalks, I think something that we want to talk about doing is, are you all aware of the problem that we're having down at the bottom of the hill with the Pilates place?
That's what I was just gonna
Yeah,
mention too,
with
that
the-
it's,
So the county is right now gonna make her spend $8,000 to put in a handicap ramp to get into her building. For that much, right? So I think and she's not the only building in downtown that has that problem. I mean, there's all, do you have that problem?
I don't, but around the corner, Aaron
All
does.
of mine
Aaron-
first.
All of them from the street
Yeah.
have that. So if we're talking about redoing sidewalks, I think we need to look at raising those sidewalks, so that's not an issue. I don't know if it's feasible, I don't know if it's possible, I don't know what the cost would be, but it's something I think we need to do, so. Does that make sense?
But raising
Well,
it at the
everybody's-
corner, cause it's. My door's ground level at my level.
Yeah, we'd have to
But
look
it'd
at
have to be
that,
a
we'd have to
something-
make it all, just solve everybody's.
So are you talking from Doyle? Or all the way around to Railroad? That piece? Is that where you're talking?
There,
Or are you
the
talking?
one
Norfolk?
that's cracked is from Roosevelt Road to Front
Roosevelt.
Street, and then the ones that's got the lips is from Grand River to North Lane.
Okay, that's North Lane, that ain't Doyle, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
So
And
it's
I'm not
right on
saying-
the corner and down, so like
So Butnick's
Butnick's
building,
building and.
Every one of them
Pilates
down through, if you drive down through there, every one of them's got a step that comes.
the little
Yeah.
lip, don't they?
Yep. But like Klotz doesn't have a, Klotz building
It's-
doesn't have the lip, mine doesn't have the lip, But next door to me, she does, but she has a different entrance that she can use as well. The problem with the Pilates is that she only has one entrance
Right.
and it has that curb. It has that step up.
And the county's on her to turn it into
To make it handicap accessible.
Yep.
To
a
make it,
doorway, isn't for the, have
yeah,
him.
yeah. Mhm.
This has been.
Don't get me started on the whole, yeah. Mhm.
I mean, I remember working on that building, I know that doorway is not 3 feet, so that's not handicap. Okay, well, those are things that I guess we need to think about
Mhm.
as we're making decisions. I was just trying to throw them out there,
Yeah,
as to make
I'm not saying we
decisions
should do
to do
but-
the face forward grants. Totally up to you guys.
So let me ask a question, and some of these, the face forward grant, what is the geographic? Where do they fit, right? What's considered downtown for these? Or does it not
High
matter?
Street,
We have a map.
Only in our
map of the
district,
District of our district.
and our district starts.
High Street up there.
Actually, it starts here. Because it doesn't go down there.
Correct.
Yes, it starts right here.
Because remember, there
And-
was issues when we paid. for
Yes.
Woodlawn Street.
Scott.
And the same with the sidewalk. down there.
Yes.
Okay,
But basically, it is from here down to where Lang comes back, or does it go beyond? Does it go down the, you have that map, Dave?
I don't have.
Wish I would have brought my thing, but this is the face of that.
Used to be. Up there.
Yeah, but it's not.
I
That's
thought
not
it
it.
went through the West Street.
Is West Street the last street that goes north then,
Yes,
where
Mhm.
Williams lived?
yes.
I think it does too, but it doesn't go back in a whole block. It just takes up Grant River.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't go down the street to take up that entire block. And then here, like Rich says, I think it only goes,
On the track.
I think it does go down the tracks, a portion. Cause we could pick up the park.
Okay.
But it comes up and goes up to just here again
Mhm.
and basically down through town.
Okay,
But any business or residential house person is eligible to apply.
okay.
There is several that have gotten it in the district. I mean, just a list of names. Butnick, Giesler, Jelnick, Dar, Lankor, Liskey, Preston, Getchy, Hunt, Haven, Shower, Twilligers, Sings, Klotz, Reed, Ridgedale, Shirley, Woodworth, Thomas. I don't even know who that, Brink, Burns, Hefner, Culpepper, Martin, Kirkby, Leonard, Schaefer, and Shinsky. Which is, I think, Greg and this gentleman here are the only two non-business owners, so residential
Right.
people that has received a grant or a face forward. So,
According to that, covers more than we thought.
yes, it does. I don't know if we didn't remap it, did we, when we just redid it? It goes down to West Street.
Well,
It
we
doesn't,
haven't changed it.
pardon?
We haven't changed it.
Yeah, I didn't think we did it. So it goes up South Woodhall, up to Treat, and around Treat and back. Down Williams, back down McClintock, takes that half a block, and then comes back out high on the Grand River. And goes out and picks up Culpepper's properties on Grand River, and then goes back to the lagoons.
What's it do back here at the park?
I think it ends the way. Yeah, it goes down, like you said, down the
Yeah,
track
let's pick that up.
to high,
That's.
and then, yeah, so it takes in the park, basically. So it goes up high only to the. I wonder if that is part of it,
Right here.
because it's not red in,
Yes.
Yeah,
and then it comes up park.
Oh,
Yeah, so it looks like it takes the park in completely. Doesn't go up the street, but it comes up here and then goes, turns and goes down there.
so what's it take to change that?
No,
Oh,
act of Congress.
yes,
I'm asking.
yes,
Yeah, no, way.
Okay, so I don't want to be the jerk.
The reason is because the capturing of the funds. So like Ovid got away with, they got a big
jump. But they went out and picked up the seed company and we tried to do that when we started here. We went out, was gonna go out and get the IGA in that corner and go out and get Case Market in that corner. But they put a nix to that and said it has to be touching and continuous. And then at that point was where we stopped on these lines.
Well, the reason I'm asking is there's a couple, I mean, it doesn't sound like your place is in that. You have one in, right?
This is,
Yeah,
it's
this
right
is-
up here and it goes to the next street
The
over.
high street.
Oh, okay, that's, I
He's-
thought,
he's
I
right.
thought Mark said it.
Yeah,
up
it
here
does go too
over-
high, just,
From,
When it comes back here to Irene, and then
Right.
cuts over and goes down.
but down Grand River to High,
Yep.
and High is on the other side of the doctors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay,
But it doesn't go all the way down high.
no,
got it,
It's
got
stopped,
it, got
yes.
it, you got it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But there's your place and then Kayla, and I remember,
yes.
is the next, there, so they're in.
They're
there
in
too,
it.
right? That was why I was
The
asking, 'cause you guys
doctor's
were saying
office.
Woodhull, I'm like, ooh,
And then it comes down just the one block to here and comes back.
got it, yep.
And then it goes down the park and back down the High and then comes back up the railroad.
Okay,
So
So I do have a sidewalk project.
there's possible, he was talking about, he had brought this up a month ago about the piece of sidewalk down here. So where you leave the parking lot and out onto High, there is no sidewalk from the park entrance down to the sidewalk that is up and down Doyle. A little chunk there. It can't be
This depends on-
30 yards.
Well, I think what they were saying, like, when all that was done, the MDOT didn't want to put one there, but you could put one back further. in.
They didn't want to put one there to keep the kids or something. So
But you could stay back and just angle over there.
I guess I could still have a look at it to see. But that would be another project that would be in our district that we could stake out.
Are you saying down this, down McClinton?
If you went across the street to the park and walk
Yep.
down the hill.
Yep.
All the path, all the way, and
Yep.
follow it all the way down,
thank you.
and like you want to go to the subdivision or the golf course, you would stop right at High
Right.
Street.
Right at
And
the
then you would
street.
have to walk, you could take a left and go to the sidewalk that goes kind of out of your way. Up to Doyle. But most people would just go right to High, and then you gotta walk down the streets, get back on the sidewalk, go down the subdivision.
When you get High, you have to turn left and walk on Doyle,
Well, you didn't,
No,
you walk
walk
on High,
High to get to Doyle.
Right.
Correct.
yeah, there's no sidewalk there.
Right.
The path just kind of dead ends and.
What did you say was their theory there?
Thanks, Dave.
That was when we did that safe routes to school because of the bus and school traffic there. They didn't want to cross in there. So they wanted to turn, come into the park and come up that other sidewalk and cross on this side of Elm Street where there was less traffic.
But that doesn't do anybody good that wants to go to Doyle.
It's
That was from the kids, kids'
Kids'
perspective.
standpoint, yeah.
That does connect. You just gotta do the,
You have
get
to,
into the sidewalk.
And I see that if that was the case, but you could still put a sidewalk in, but just keep it back away from that corner, so you're just like.
What if you brought that sidewalk in right from that street and brought it right straight to, well, you'd have to cross over Tim's property, though, wouldn't you?
Well, it would be the sidewalk would go in the road right away.
No, I'm talking about
What's
bringing
it?
it right down to the park there.
It does go down. From Elm Street,
Oh, does,
across Tim's property. Didn't give us the okay to do. that.
okay.
That's why I said that it
So
was
you
the
could
safe
go
route
up-
to school. They wanted us not
Got
to take it to that corner.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. I guess. So instead of going all the way out there. You turn and go up,
Yeah, you come towards the park and then there's a sidewalk right there that goes up to Elm Street.
and then you turn and go right and go down.
But nobody
Doyle.
does that because you're going backwards.
Yeah,
Correct.
You go back, you
You're
go
going back.
backwards.
But
Yeah.
that was an argument that was had, I know Gary had it several times when he was doing the safe routes. and-
okay.
And when you're using their funds, you have to do what they let you do.
But now it's years later and.
And would there anything keep us from suggesting or? could
That would
get
be
it
a
to-
question for Paula. I don't know,
Okay.
because I know sometimes like with the DNR grants, they put a time frame on it. We can't change things for so long.
Okay. I guess it's another project to look into. I wouldn't see that as being huge costly project for some sidewalk and. Up to you guys. Do you? So there's four, right? Darn Hunt, Lancourt. What's this boy's name?
Schaefer,
Schaefer.
Schaefer. Jack Schaefer.
555 and 1,000.
Now, before we automatically reject them if they didn't have the right amount of estimate.
Correct. We did turn them down before for not having the amount of estimates that they needed. Totally up to you guys.
We have $16,000.
Yes.
On
That they're
the
asking
table,
On the ask.
on the table,
Yep.
yes, right.
And you have about $600 light if you want to take what we were over.
No. Oh, yeah.
If you take what we were over from last year,
We have 14,400.
correct,
Well, plus
You
we
don't,
spent
but-
2,600
Oh, yeah.
already.
and we've already spent 2,600 more,
Well,
yeah. If you're looking at it that way, yes.
We're supposed to have 2 estimates. Or 3.
I think three.
I think that's true.
I just read the thing that said 2.
Yeah,
Do any of
According
them
to
have-
this.
Do any of them have 2?
Schaefer has 2. I saw 2 estimates in there.
For some of them. But if they're even doing some of the work themselves,
Well,
Like the
that's the thing about
hardscape-
Schaefer's, is that
hardscape stuff, he's gonna have done out.
the thing with Schaefer's is he doesn't actually have the sheet that says what its whole project is.
that's so kind of fine, I can't.
But it appears, so what I don't understand with Schaefer's is that we've got like individual items in a cart. But then we have 2 work proposals.
Mainly for stonework, like hardscape.
Yeah, but it's the whole amount of it's the total amount of his project too, though. As these 2 stonework quotes. Would it be easier if they described what they were doing? So. Yeah, each of these stonework quotes. Are his entire budget, but then I don't understand what these extra. Maybe this is, I don't know what the other,
Yeah, flower balls and everything.
yeah,
So,
but. Maybe his project is higher than what he's saying it is, I'm not clear. But when I look at the 2 work proposals. They're both over this roughly 7,000 that he has listed on here.
So
Schaefer?
781. Pardon?
Schaefer's project is the rock on the front of their house and then landscaping.
Right, but the question is, both of the quotes for doing the rocks on the front is about $7,000.
Right,
But so that doesn't include any of the landscaping. I mean,
correct. So the landscaping
themselves.
quote is they're doing it themselves, so it's just the materials, no labor.
Yeah.
Cause you can't pay yourself.
Right.
So where is that number?
what's, yeah, that's the question.
It's just all those stages of.
I
Pages of,
assume it's the shopping cart total at the last one.
yeah, I think. So it looks like what he's trying to say is that he's got a $9,000 project,
Right,
but that's not what it says.
Is that right? So it's about 2,065, is that what you're thinking? For the interior?
That's, yeah, according to that cart.
So when that doesn't make any difference to us, the $7,000 will cover him for that.
We've got two different carts, actually. So I think we say the same thing. One's 1,614, almost 1,615, on page 19. Then we've got another cart
Fine,
for 2,065. One's from Home Depot, one's from Menards, that's what it is. The 2,065 is from Home Depot cart. And there's one before that that stops in
Sure.
Menards.
Yep.
Or 16.
Got it.
So yeah, like under 2,000 for the soft scaling stuff. And about 5 to 7 for the hardscaping. Depending on which quote it goes with. Got 3 quotes for the hardscape. And they're all close, either between 5 to 7 and maybe 2.
but he's just asking for the 7,000, I don't, on this application, right? Or am I not seeing it?
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
Well, that's the budget, he'd ask for 5.
so you really should have 9,000 as the project total. Give or take.
Unless he takes the $5,000. Got one for 5.
I thought they were both over 7.
No, this one
72,800.
says the quote is
5,000
5,055.
Probably when he did that, he probably took that plus
from
the-
Jason's Custom Stone.
They put the two together, maybe.
he did that plus the material.
Yeah. That one.
So if you take 5,055 and 1,614, you're about 7,000.
So he has
Okay,
3
okay.
quotes.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
For
got
stone.
3, okay, that's what, where I,
2 quotes.
I skipped over the Jason
Yeah,
Evans.
two.
He owns his own construction company now. though. So,
need a
yeah, I know
summary
he owns
page.
his own.
but he's charging for labor and that device cost.
On the, well, he's got a company that's doing that apparently.
Okay,
That's the bid from a company. This in Howell,
okay.
Jason's Custom Stone for the 5,055. He did receive one last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 5,000.
Mhm.
Give him another 5, that's 10 grand. We pay for the house.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah. Up to you guys, however you wanna work it.
We have enough to go along.
That would put us, well, what did we figure, 4,000 over what we have budgeted? Ballpark. It'd be 16 to do all of them. We figured that by the time what we've already spent in the $600, about 3 takes us down to 12.
But our budget's 15 for the year.
Budget's 15,
And we've spent,
and we've
we've
spent
already given one grant at 2,600.
26. And like he's saying, the other six from last year, you're down to, if you take 3,000 off, you got 12,000 there.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically. And if we do all these, you're at 16.
Yeah.
How much is yours, Greg?
994.
That's not much.
And what is it that you're doing? I guess I don't understand.
Shutters on the house,
Pardon?
shutters on the house, and the one peak that you can see from Grand River, he didn't do that. Like the rest of the peaks, he put all blue on it.
So it's already been done. So it's a color issue.
Right, but the shutters have not been done.
But at least it is done. The issue is a color issue.
Right. But like at least if the shutters done, I could live with this. Peak being a different color. I think the shutters were,
We have the funds over, but.
We can go over it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. We've approved them. Beyond it, yeah, before.
Can you approve less than what they're asking for? Like,
Yes.
say,
We've done that too.
so I'm asking for
Less than
$994.
You can say, I'll give you, whatever the percentage is, and that's what you're getting, because we're splitting it between whoever. Or we're not splitting it all, we've just decided that this is how much we'll give. And you can either take or reject. I mean, we have the right to literally give them $1. All the way up to the 5,000, which is 70% of whatever the max, that's the max that we'll give. But we've given all sorts of different money.
Yeah, even outside of this program.
Yes,
Well, for yours, you have on here 1,000, is it 2,000 to do the whole project?
No, it's 1,420 for the whole project. There was like 410 for the peak and 1,010 for the shutters.
why did he do a different color in the peak? It went out?
He thought I told him not to do that one. So I didn't make him change it, then I should have. So mine was $410 to change the siding there.
but it is sided, that's what I'm saying, that's still a color issue, I think that's kind of in between. You and the contractor, I don't think we want,
Okay.
I would think, that's just my opinion, but.
Plus the shutters themselves, like I said, was 1,010, so that would lower the amount that I want to sign on in something.
Does this have two quotes in it?
For his.
Yeah,
there's a shaver and something on the other side.
okay.
His next door neighbor.
What is yours for, Rich? Is it a full 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm probably late, but labor's all on me, it's just material. Phase 2, 3 only, but they decided like that's the one. So mine's just to finish the windows.
Mm,
I got a grant 2 years ago on it for the first part of the one at 2021, the 1875. I was like 2 sides of the house with windows, so this is the remainder of them.
17. I don't see another one since then. Oh, I'm sorry, 21, 1875.
So I say we approve the ones that we have all the information for. Tell, plan for. Come back when you have all your information and we'll talk about it again.
Okay,
I mean, let's go fly.
We could do that, and not last year, year before, there were some estimates, but it's not a couple, and they went back and.
well, we had the 4 or 5 of them, or 6 or whatever it was, we had rejected because of insufficiency.
Well, you did give them the opportunity to. come,
Yes,
And they.
and
Somebody
Fine.
else. and they-
okay, there's one
I think
suggestion.
that's fair.
So we'll leave John out. Okay, that takes care of John's. And then Greg's, do you,
End it to 700.
Yeah, because it'd be,
Frank, I'm.
John also
Whole thing. My,
painted the buildings on his own last time when they was denied too.
Pardon?
What?
Last time, because Landcore didn't get it the year we had 12, and then he did paint all his buildings all on his own. Without the DDA's facade help, the last time he applied, just so you all know.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's not, we're not denying.
I don't, yeah, I don't, yeah,
Yeah, he's asking for another quote to
right.
shore that out.
I mean, because it could be that if we decided to do his and not yours, let's say, he could get another quote that's higher and he may go, I can't, I can't do it at all.
Right.
Right, yeah,
We, this ends at April 30th, so we're kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that, well, I mean, we can send it, we have the right to do that, but our
if we do,
paperwork says the April 30th.
Let's tell John he needs to get us another.
Yeah.
What about Schaefer?
Okay.
Okay, everybody thinks that one's a good one then? Okay, so then we just have these two. And Greg's, you willing to go the amount of? What is it, 1,000?
994.
So 994, and we're gonna do a percentage of that, or we're gonna do all of it?
No,
No,
that's the percentage.
Okay, that's the percentage.
It's 1,400
Okay,
altogether. So 70% comes to the 994.
that's taking care of the color change too?
Yes.
Are you willing to? Up to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's,
I look at it every day and I go, God, that looks terrible. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
This was when you come down.
Yeah,
They don't notice a different color until they get it.
and I've wondered, why did that, why?
I've noticed it, I'm like.
I don't know why he did that. He thought that's what I
So,
said.
so if we do the two, then that's $1,100, right? I mean, that's within our,
Still have. Riches.
not including Richie's.
Oh, okay.
If we do Richie's and we
Yeah.
do
Fine, it's.
the Schaefer's, that's 10, right? And then yours is 1,000. And we figured we have about 12,000 to work with, so we're under,
11.
we're at 11,000, we're in the budget. And we can still decide on land court when he comes back with more quotes if he wants to do, but that would put us over.
Okay, so let's do them via. Each one, John has been declined. Okay. We won't put that out for. And then Schaefer, we'll take a vote on that so that we're doing these one at a time.
I'll make a motion there for Schaefer.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second for Schaefer's. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so that one is passed, so Schaefer's is passed. And then we'll do Dar.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. For Dar. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That is passed. And then we'll have one for Hunt.
I'll make a motion for Hunt.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That is passed. I'll let John know.
And then John can return
He can,
with another.
yep,
and
if he can get us another quote, and then we'll decide on his amount and if we approve. Okay,
Good.
all right. Do you have anything else? Nothing? You're going on vacation.
I'm already on.
You're so out of here. Does anyone else have anything else?
We have a training. I don't know if you remember Paula talking about the training,
Training?
the Main Street training. The first one is an hour, so it's up to you whether you want to start it tonight.
No, Okay, set us up for the next month when no one's gonna show because you're gonna say
We're gonna
that
know what's coming.
we know it's coming. So now everybody's sick.
We don't think you'll have too much on the agenda next month, so we probably
Yeah, should be.
start it then. And then everyone after that is 30 minutes, so.
I'm gonna send my text right now.
You said the first one is an hour and then after that, they all 30?
Yeah,
Okay. So next month we'll take that on.
yeah.
But
Okay.
we can do the hour one in two parts or no?
The other thing we do have to do
You
is put our
can.
budget together.
Okay.
Cause it's gotta be turned in by May.
That's
Yep.
the thing, it'd be
Oh,
pretty quick.
oh, sorry. But I do have something else, because let's talk flowers, because we got the Boyd contract.
Oh, that's what, hey, he got it to use then, must be, cause he took.
You got it to them and they.
Oh,
gave it
they
to
got
me.
you, okay,
Yeah.
got it,
We've apparently cut you out of the middleman.
perfect.
Okay, so at the risk of
Attention.
starting an hour-long conversation, we have to talk about the flowers. So, the total for the season is $7,635. But then, we have the option of planting, 20 plants for an additional $835. And then we also have, the bags of bulbs prices if we want to add more bulbs. I haven't walked around. Have you noticed the bulbs coming up in your cleanup at all?
We noticed them today.
Okay,
They're all about 2 inches if you walk around and look at the bump outs.
okay. How do they seem, are they sparse or do they seem full?
They're plentiful in the places they put them.
Okay. So last year, I
Last
think
year we did
we
bump
did,
it up.
we did, and not only did we, take their. We added multiple bags of bulbs. I want to say maybe 4. I'd have to go back and look. Because our price for our bulbs was almost as high as the additional flowers. Last year.
I know that we did increase it or whatever.
We did.
Told him to go ahead and put more in or whatever.
We had them.
But
put
those
more
bulbs
plants
would
in.
be what they call, right, it comes back.
It does,
Yeah.
yep, but it just depends on how far they
Right.
were able to go with.
Or how
what we
many
had
get damaged, cause he's gotta take the snow off him and so on and so forth, you don't never know that.
I'm not gonna be able to quickly find last year's contract.
I know that we did bump it up.
We did,
Yeah. we did
and I
extra
think it
bulbs.
was,
What,
if we spent.
what do we have in our budget? What should we just look at that, right?
Yeah, so our budget
Landscaping.
is,
Boy, okay, that was just.
our budget for landscaping right now is.
82.
Yeah.
The current spent was 77.
How much is this?
Right.
bulb?
7635 face quote, and then
So-
835 more for more plants. And $160 a bag of bulb.
What was the first one, 7 what?
76, basically.
7635.
I think his price in general went up. So. Doesn't say how much it went up.
So the bags of mulch be separated, so we're.
Bags of bulbs, yeah,
Oh,
100-pound bags of bulbs, $160,
if we wanted to do extra.
Yeah.
of what he had.
and $835 for 20 more plants.
Mhm.
So let's do, what, you said 160 per bag of bulb?
Yep.
100-pound bags.
So let's go to 8,000. And just spend it on bulbs.
just on bulbs.
So just round it off to 8,000, get us to 8,000. That will keep us inside our budget and don't do anything with the flower.
That'd be under.
Yeah, two.
So the 835 was 20 more flowers.
Yes.
We don't want to do that.
I don't think so. Let's put bulbs in.
Three bags.
We have $365 to spend.
We have 82.
No, if we kept it at 8,000,
Oh, if we kept it. Yeah,
or
But
we
we
have
have
it at 82.
82 in
I
our
was
budget.
Trying to get that,
Oh, you're trying to
just
get,
keep it under it,
okay,
not spend it all,
okay, so 2 bags of bulbs.
okay? And that'll keep us around the 8 grand.
Yep.
Everybody,
We need a motion,
yep,
make a motion. Subject quote for $7,635 plus 2 additional bags of bulbs at $160 each.
I'll second.
we have a motion and a second. All in favor, anyone opposed? Flowers are taken care of. Get out,
That's a
boy.
world record right there.
Yeah.
It is. It's probably a record for us.
You have no clue.
You don't.
You have no clue.
That's why we're sticking.
Yes.
This used to be like a 4-hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
We would leave out of here at 10 o'clock at night
That's the truth.
and nothing was settled.
That's the truth.
Did we do bulbs and plants like here?
We
Yes,
did.
I think we did one of each or something. Yes,
Where is this for?
in the bump house.
Everywhere.
Okay, got it.
But that's when we first started. That was like they're being forgetted.
Anything else, anybody?
Conversation on concrete.
7:12, 7:13, somewhere in there. Secretary,
Thank you all.